Hey everybody, welcome back to these precious discussions about doubt. Turns out doubt's not a bad thing. Doubt's part of God's plan. Doubt's where we enter into that concern about what is true and that journey to pursue truth. Doubt fuels that search. And one of the great doubts, actually the number one doubt I dealt with, was doubting the existence of God. Is God real? And I'm so excited for you and your group to talk about it. In my sermon, we took a look at Romans chapter 1, verse 20. Great verse. It says, since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities like his eternal power, his divine nature, these have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made. God's invisible, yet seen through what he's made. And we realized that part of God's plan was that those who wanted to deny his existence could do just that. They could say, yeah, God's invisible, he's not there, obviously. Others who desired to find him could look at what he's made and find sufficient evidence to know. And we took a look at 5 pieces of evidence about the world. The first was simply that the world is there. Like dominoes, there's cause and effect, where you push one domino and the rest fall. So there must be a first domino, a first cause that caused the universe. And we discovered that that first cause that caused the universe must be uncaused, timeless, immaterial or spiritual, powerful, wise, a will. We realized just through philosophy that first cause sounds a lot like God. We took a look at the world being complex, particularly the human body being so complex. And we discussed as whether the mechanism of Darwin's evolutionary theory, which is natural selection, is sufficient to explain how raw particles like dust become like the human brain just with chance and time. I've concluded no. It's a great mechanism that explains minor change, but major change, there must be an intelligent designer behind it. We looked at the fine-tuning in the universe, just like a thermostat is carefully dialed so that life can be sustained, or at least your wife can be happy. In the same way, there are dozens of constants in the universe that are just right to make life possible in the universe. If they were a little bit off this way or a little bit off that way, life would be unsustainable. I'll just give you a few of them. We looked at the mass of the universe and discovered, boy, are we lucky, it's just what it is. Or the electromagnetic force between charged particles. Atoms would not exist if that force wasn't just what it is. Gravitational constant. Stars would not exist if gravity wasn't precisely as strong as it is. These fine-tuning principles point to God's existence, and I might add, God's compassionate love for us. We looked at the gavel, reminded us of the moral argument for God's existence. Every time we're appalled at the treatment of human beings, we say, you can't treat people like that. Well, wait a minute. If there is no God, people are just well-evolved animals. They're no different than the mosquito you slap. Well, we believe that a morality centered on the value of people, it speaks to the fact that we are created in God's image and that morality speaks to God being real. And then lastly, the aesthetic argument, or the argument based on beauty. The universe is filled with beauty, both created naturally and created by artists. And we have this unique capacity to appreciate beauty, to flourish as a result of it, like music. Music makes our hearts soar. What evolutionary advantage is there to the way we come alive to sounds and notes and melodies and guitar riffs? There is no evolutionary advantage. Well, then why do we have this unmistakable capacity to enjoy beauty? Because God enjoys beauty. He's an artist, and he wants us to be artist appreciators, and he made us that way. Friends, there are so many. This is just like 5 of lists. Some websites have 50. Maybe you'll come up with another evidence for the existence of God that you want to discuss with your group. Well, dive into talking about them because they're glorious. And when we do focus on them, our confidence that God is real comes to life.